of the happiest place on earth, where any discount that they offer is just a little joke, and you have to get a bank loan for a churro and a Coke. Mickey's got a strong pimp hand at Disneyland.
Hello, little monkey. Hello, little monkey. Hello, little monkey. Hello, little monkey.
With the geek by your side, even if your butt is wide, you can roll with the pride through the red fair. With the geek, you'll be fine. You can look like Frankenstein. He will not decline. You're the answer to his prayer. These geeks don't care. I wanna rock, but that means being inclusive of people and the cultures without appropriating them. I wanna rock, but that means being conducive to a balanced life of work and play and avoiding all blues. And I wanna rock. I got boots and a hula with nothing really better to do than me. With a magic wand from Hitachi, my friends would often ask me why my clothes are all askew. And I'd be digging in my pockets like I was a kangaroo. Cause nature will have blessed me with a man in a canoe. I got boobs and a hula. I got boobs and a hula.
Miss Garcia, the vaguely slutty Spanish teacher. What young man could learn how to roll his R's when his pants look like he's hiding cigars? The only phrase in his mind is estoy cachando, which is Spanish for I'm super horny. Visions of hot dogs wrapped in tortillas was a legend of Miss Garcia.
Super Danny's only super when he's blackout drunk. He can stop a robbery just by blowing chunks. When you see the damn signal of a bottle of Jack in the sky, let you know you can rely on Super Dan. Oh, you can bet that he will show. Oh, 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 if he's face down in a Merlot. Put on some sweatpants, some sweatpants and fuzzy slippers. Put on some sweatpants. I said they still fit tight and your butt still looks nice, but you won't have to walk like you're walking on ice. Sweatpants, kitties and boots, 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 kitties and boots. I'm gonna get me designer babies, the kind that don't eat, don't cry, don't shit. I'm gonna get me designer babies, no butthole, butthole, butthole. I'm gonna get me designer babies, the kind that don't eat, don't cry, don't shit. I'm gonna get me designer babies, no butthole, butthole, butthole.
What's up, team? I don't know if you know this. It's just a metal water bottle that I do that on. It's Thursday. It's Word Salad. Here we are, ready to rock. I see Dave in the chat. What's up, Dave? I see Jackie watching. What's up, Jackie? Nice to see you. All right. We'll start with a song, then we'll get into some origin story stuff, and we're going to have a good old time tonight. All right, here we go. Hey, Brittany. Well, I'm no wizard, but I'll be your muggle. So give me a huggle and we'll dance a jig. We'll dance the jitterbuggle, then adopt a small puggle from the SPCA, then we'll get wine to swig. The wine will be chuggled, then out come the druggles we got from some thuggles while avoiding the pigs. You'll ask, I'll ask for a tuggle, then you'll give a shruggle, then a lazy ass hand job like breaking a twig. I'll give you a pluggle, though it's soft as a sluggle. I can't concentrate with the pug on the bed. You'll call me Big Luggle, and then we'll just snuggle, two muggles on druggles with a puggle named Fred. There you go, puggle named Fred. That's our opener tonight. If you want to hear me tear my fingers to bits on a mandolin solo, go listen to the studio version of that song. Going into the chat, Brent Hitchcock is here. What's up, Brent? Nice to see you. Sophie Kellogg says, I think I have 2 platforms open and there's a slight gap between the 2. Yes, yeah, they all go out at kind of different times, and that can be very weird to watch for sure. I actually have it on my phone here in front of me so that I can make sure to catch any comments that might not come through on the chat. So yeah, it's always very off. Kara's here. What's up, Kara? Nice to see you. All right, so we're going to get into some of the origin story bit here. You know how the structure of this show goes by now. We've done it a few times. So here is, and actually I just a few new things tonight. And while I'm telling stories, let me know what city you're tuning in from in the comments. Actually, wait, no, I got a better idea. So in my when I meet with my team and my coaches and things like that, we usually start our sessions with a win or a gratitude. That's a nice way to start a session. So tell me in the chat something that a win you had this week or something that you're just thankful for this week. All right, so do that while we get into the origin story here. So here's the origin story. I started playing the flute when I was 8 years old because my mom said girls like musicians, and if I played the flute, I would be the only boy in the section, and I was all the way through college. And I never dated another flautist. I did meet my best friend Dave in the clarinet section next door, which was fun. And then later on, I picked up piano when I was 13. I picked up guitar when I was 16. Stole my first guitar from my dad, who was a folk singer back in the 60s. And a few of you, I think, maybe have met my dad over the years. He comes to a lot of my local shows here in the Bay Area. But yeah, stole my first guitar from my dad, so that was fun. It was an old Harmony F-hole acoustic, which I wish I still had. I gave it away. I should not have done that. And so I became a musician. I started my first band when I was about 20, Roadside Attraction. We went through a bunch of different names, and we started playing out, and I started teaching guitar in 1993, something like that. And we started going, and there were some big shifts. And the first big shift was when I met this guy right here. His name is, oh man, I always forget to set those pictures. I've done that every week. This is Tim Sweeney right here. Tim was a mentor of mine in the late 90s. They call him the godfather of indie music because he was responsible for getting a lot of us independent musicians away from major labels and getting us starting our own career, which is fantastic. And Tim would throw these big conferences in Las Vegas with a whole bunch of musicians. It'd be like 100 of us. One night at one of those conferences, we were sitting around a hotel pool playing songs for each other, and I was playing a song called Whale Blubber, which you may have heard if you've been around long enough. It's from my first album, and it's a love song, and it's a funny song, and everybody was like, that's what you should be doing. That's where you should lean into that funny thing. And I was like, no. Those are goofy songs. That is not who I am. I'm a serious songwriter. I didn't even want to be a songwriter. I wanted to be a guitar player in a rock band. That was it. I ended up being a singer. Then here I am. And so everybody was like, no, you should do the comedy thing. And Tim, who you see on your screen right now, told me also, hey, you should lean into that funny thing. Also, you should go solo. And I had just reformed my band with a bunch of guys I really liked. And I said, no, I can't. I got these guys. He said, look, do half and half. That was the deal we made. And within 8 months, I was doing mostly solo gigs because they're just so much easier to say yes to and go do. We need not carting around 6 other people. And so that sort of became where I started leaning into the comedy thing. I was just kind of just throwing stuff on tape, and these folks saw that in me and started pushing me in that direction. And the next time that something happened was this lady who I met through Tim Sweeney. This is Groovy Judy. If you like your rock and roll 60s flavor, go check out some Groovy Judy. She's awesome. And she found a musical comedy show in San Francisco at a place called the Hyena Theater, which theater, big word for a place in an office building with a few folding chairs. But that's where we were, and I got booked to do this show at the Hyena Theater. And had my 3 little funny songs that I'd been playing in some coffee shop gigs and things like that. And the thing is, once you start to get laughs, it becomes a drug. Yeah, oh yeah, you start to get addicted to those laughs real quick. And the MC at that show was this lady right here. This is Lynn Ruth Miller, who at the age of 72 was just starting her own comedy career and was the MC at that Hyena Theater show. Very interesting woman. Very interesting life. She's not with us anymore, unfortunately. She passed away just a year or 2 ago. And she saw me that night, and she said, hey, I need a guitar player for my act. Would you come and do it with me? And I said, sure, what are we doing? And she said, you're going to play Anarchy in the UK by the Sex Pistols while I throw lingerie at the audience. Now, you can't say no to that. That just sounds like a good time, and it was a good time. And in fact, if you are part of the Team Philagelos Inner Circle, there is film in the Inner Circle portal of our show in Edinburgh doing exactly that. So you can check that out there if you would like to see that. Admittedly, the bit does not hold up as well as the story does. So Lynn Ruth started taking me around to all the local comedy venues here in the San Francisco Bay Area, and we'd do her bit, and then she would tell the producers, hey, Phil's got some stuff. You should put him up. And so they started offering me these little 7-minute sets, 5-minute sets to do a couple of my goofy songs. And it was a new venue for me. It was a new place where I could do things that I couldn't do things before. And it was still basically me doing it. And so I was like, okay, great. It's just new places. I was the only guy showing up to comedy open mics with a merchandise table because I'd already been doing it for so long. And then the next little thing came. All of this was, I said no to this all along the way. That's been a running theme of my careers. No, 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 no. Okay, I'll do it. And so that's where I got to. So the next thing that came up was the stigma of the guitar comic. And I don't know if you know about this. Traditionalist stand-up comics do not like guitar comics. They somehow think the guitar thing is cheating. They don't like to follow us. Whatever it is, they don't like it. So guitar comic is kind of a pejorative in the comedy community. And I started to hear a little bit of that as I was first starting to perform in comedy venues. So I thought, well, if I'm going to do this, if I'm going to be part of this community and play in these places, then I should learn their skill and I should learn their art form. And so I sat down and I started learning how to do stand-up. Mind you, I was always a fan of stand-up. I just never thought I'd be doing it. Never in a million years. I watched it incessantly as a kid. Bobcat Goldthwait, Robin Williams, those were my dudes. All the old Rodney Dangerfield stuff, loved it. But I never thought I'd be doing it. So I had to sit down and start watching stand-up again with a critical eye as to why the jokes were working. How did they do it? And I even did things like transcribe other people's comedy specials. Like I would sit down with a Jim Gaffigan special and literally type out every word he was saying so that I could see what a good joke looked like on the page. And then I would do the same thing with somebody like wildly different, like Stuart Lee, who if you haven't seen Stuart Lee, he's amazing. Stuart Lee is very long, drawn-out setups that eventually come around to the joke, and they're absolutely amazing. So that's how I trained myself. And then I would write some jokes, and then I would go bomb. And then I would write some more jokes, and then I would go bomb. And then I would write some more jokes and go bomb. And that's how you get better at stand-up, because you can't tell on the page oftentimes if it's going to be a good joke. I've had jokes that make me cry laughing, and I put them on stage, and they get nothing. So you can't ever tell, because we are super dependent on you as the audience to let us know if that joke works. And so eventually I started going out and being able to go out on the road. My first road gigs were something called a Tribble Run, which is a story for another time. Brutal gigs, brutal drives in brutal places. And so I'll tell you that story another time. David Tribble runs. And now I'm up to, 30 states, I think. 30 states I've played in, 5 different countries. And it's just been an absolutely amazing time. And I love coming out to your cities and making you laugh and doing these things with you. And it's been a fantastic career. So that's kind of the brief origin story. Let's jump back into the chat here and see what's going on. See what everybody's wins and gratitudes are. What's up, Randy? Randy's here. Kara says she's going to watch the replay. Okay, awesome. Yes, Jackie, indeed, my dad is awesome. You have met him. Brittany says, I'm thankful that arnica cream really works on bruising. Oh, my gosh. Yes. Oh, my gosh. You don't know this. I think I told you guys last week. Brittany works for me now. She's my booking assistant. We had a meeting on Tuesday, and she took a major face plant last week, and her face is very bruised up. So I'm glad that's doing better for you. Sophie says, grateful for the cilantro that has finally sprouted, like 3 weeks after I planted the seeds. Okay, I don't even know how long cilantro takes to grow. That sounds like very fast to me, but maybe that's not. But yeah, I'm down with some cilantro. That's awesome, Sophie. Good for you. I can't grow anything. My sweet pea bushes are blooming. I'm so happy. Stories about that. We'll talk more about that in the word salad portion. Jackie said my mom's cool too. Thank you. Yep. Vice versa, Jackie. By the way, happy birthday to Jackie's grandma, who just turned like, I don't know, 140. How old is your grandmother now, Jackie? She's up there and she's in such great shape. Agnes and I talk about her all the time. Brent said, listening in Barefoot Bay, Florida. Cool. No wins this week, Brent. I bet you did. I bet you had a little win somewhere. Nicole's here. What's up, Nicole? Brent said, what about Gallagher with the watermelons? Interesting state. And Brent said, let's go for 50 states. I agree, Brent. We got a few more states to go. 20 states to go. Gallagher, I did like Gallagher when I was a kid. I thought Gallagher was a very interesting writer. It wasn't about the watermelons shtick. That was okay. That was fun. So, that was the entrance point for Gallagher. But I thought he was a very good writer. He was very, very left wing back in the day, and I don't know what happened to him after that. Here we go. All right, telling you a Gallagher story. Here's a Gallagher story for you. At the World Series of Comedy, maybe 10 years ago, in Las Vegas, we were having it at one of the off-strip hotels. And Gallagher walked in to the lobby of the hotel. And everybody's like, oh my gosh, Gallagher's here. Hey, Gallagher's here. Look at that. Hey, Gallagher's here. Everybody's talking about it, right? He was apparently doing some bicycle convention across the street at the Hard Rock Casino. And so he came in and people were like talking to him, whatever, and then like 8 hours later, Gallagher was still there in the hotel lobby. And everybody, the chatter turned to, why is Gallagher still here? Gallagher's still here? Really? How is Gallagher still here? It was very weird. And he was a weird dude. And he gave one of my friends, my friend Chad, he gave Chad some terrible comedy advice. His one piece of advice to my friend Chad was, you need more lesbian jokes. I don't know. Chad's a straight dude from Montana. I don't know why he would need more lesbian jokes. Gallagher was a weird dude. That is the moral of that story. All right, Angel Silver's here. What's up, Angel? Brent's grandma is 96. Wow, that's awesome. Fantastic, Brent. Got some good genes, buddy. Good genes. All right, what do we? Let's see. What are we doing here? I got that out of the way. Let's do another song, shall we? Let's do a little shorty here. Let's see here. This is from Do You Believe in Tragic, the album. She locked eyes with me and asked me my name, and I knew nothing would ever be the same. It was love at first sight, and I knew I was right when 5 minutes later she called out my name. Venti hot chocolate for Bill. How cute she's playing, she knows my name's Phil. Venti hot chocolate for Bill. Nobody's perfect, I said my name's Phil. She said whatever and walked away. Okay, there we go. We'll do another little short one there. Brittany says she saw Gallagher twice. Yeah, raincoats. Got those front row seats. Yeah, all right. Here's another one. I maxed out my credit card because I loved you. And I can't believe that you don't even care. The collection agencies are all calling. But I'm letting them pay for your new pair of fake boobs. Okay. All right. Brent said he was listening to Margaret Cho last night. Fine. Awesome. Good pick. I was actually just listening to Margaret in the car today. Margaret's a pretty great person. I've met her once or twice. She's a good person. Let's rattle off some shows here coming up. Gigs on the calendar. Tomorrow night, Friday, May 3rd, I'll be at the Chico's in Clovis, California. So if you're out there in that Fresno area, come on out to the Chico's. Tuesday, May the 7th, I'll be at Max at 19 Fairfax in Fairfax, California. Friday and Saturday, May 10 to 11, I will be at the Oakland Comedy Dash. So here's what this is. There's 4 venues. There's like 22 comics, something like that. And we're all running around to all the venues doing our sets. It's 11-minute sets from everybody. Friday night, I will be the MC at the Washington Inn, where Comedy Oakland is normally held. I'll be there all night. Saturday night, I am dashing. I've got 3 sets at 3 out of the 4 venues, so you can come check that out. Go to comedyoakland.com if you would like information on that. It's going to be a whole bunch of fun. There's a weird energy, like when you are going from one venue to the next in the same night, and you're just kind of rushing and stuff, is you just don't have time to get in your head, because you walk in, and you're like, oh, I'm on now, and you just run up on stage and just start doing it, right? And it's a weird adrenaline-filled kind of show. They're really fun. All right, and then Thursday, May the 30th, I'll be at Woodhouse Brewing in Santa Cruz, California. So headlining on all those, except for the Comedy Dash thing. Headlining on all those. Also booked Savage Henry Comedy Club in Eureka, California for November on my way up to Oregon. So if you're out in the hinterlands of Northern California, come check that out. And I booked Funny Farm Comedy Club in Niles, Ohio for October. Working on some more stuff out that way there. So getting some of the road gigs happening. Yes, we are. I have made no progress on My Personal Hell yet. I still have to dig into that and get the album cover art together and all that kind of stuff. I don't think it's going to be out June 6th like I originally planned, but it's on my list to do. I am light. My calendar is light on gigs this month, so it'll give me some time to focus on that. Also, something else I have to do this month, I have to find a financial planner, an accountant, and a lawyer because I got to get my business in shape, and there's enough money coming in where I got to do that now. Doing a bunch of refining on the comedy special, still hoping that will be filmed later this year. Looking into options for that. Okay, cool. Yeah, Brent saw Margaret Cho to college. Cool, that's fun. College gigs are interesting. Okay, so let's. I gotta play a stand-up clip here. So let's take a look at a little standy-uppy clip for the people that are new coming in, and now you've heard some music. Now I'll show you some stand-up. I don't remember which one I played last week, so we're gonna play this one or this one. I don't remember which one I played last week. You might have seen this one last week, but excuse me, had a sandwich. This is a bit from my last special called Burning Sensation. One of my favorite bits, one of the ones that was hardest to put together, one of the ones that was hardest to get right on stage when we talk about going up and bombing. Sometimes bombing means making the audience actually angry. And this one did at some points until I figured out the right wording and how to say them correctly on stage. And here's what we get.
So I grew up in the Bay Area. I grew up in San Jose, and it's such a wonderful place because there's so many different kinds of people. We get to learn about each other's lives and cultures and walk in each other's shoes a little bit. That's important stuff. Like I'm beginning to understand just a small part of the African American experience in this country, because white people always want to touch my hair too. And if you are a white people and did not understand that joke, you've not been around enough black people. All right? That's all it is. That's all it is. Because look, it's a natural curiosity, different kind of hair, right? Plus, if you see a nice natural afro, you just want to curl up in it with a hot cup of cocoa and watch Netflix all night. It's very inviting. But we don't do that, right? We don't touch other people's hair. It's rude, it's impolite, and a black woman will destroy you. I told that joke one night. I was playing a casino in Southern California, and the whole audience was white, like white. It was like playing the inside of a saltines box. You know what I'm saying? And I told that joke to dead silence, nothing. And then a black gal in the third row stood up and went, "You damn straight!" And I was like, "Woo! Thanks for the save, sister." White women always ask to braid my hair, like I'm some sort of Barbie doll or something. You know, and I get it, fine. We both have big boobs and no genitals. All right. But I'm not gonna let you do it, because I know what you girls do with your Barbie dolls. First, you're gonna braid my hair, then you're gonna chew my feet off, tan me in the microwave oven, and tear my head off and put it on Ken's body. The girls are laughing. The guy's like, "Oh my God, you do that? You're a psycho. What's wrong with you?" Yeah, little girls destroy their Barbie dolls sometimes. People like to intellectualize it. They go, "Oh, it's a feminist message. It's a rejection of sexual stereotypes." No, little kids destroy things. That's what they do. When a little boy is blowing up his G.I. Joes, we don't go, "Well, he's obviously making a commentary about military spending in this country." No, little kids just destroy things like their toys in your life. That's what they do. So no, white ladies, you cannot braid my hair. Black women don't usually ask to braid my hair. Black women will sometimes suggest dreads. They go, "Oh, you should do dreads." And I'm like, "Ooh, white guy dreads. That just says I own more bongs than books. I can't have that." What I think is funny is that black women only hit on me when they're drunk. And they say when you're drunk that it brings out your true personality, which tells me that not every black woman wants a giant dick. Just saying, once you go white, coochie stays tight, all right? We're not gonna stretch you all out. We are like a relaxing vacation after a long, hard work week. You can't go out every night pounding those dark brown Jaeger shots without doing some damage, but you can have a glass of white wine with dinner every night and still get up for work the next day. We are the smooth jazz of dicks. For when you just need a little atmosphere. So many angry white dudes in here right now. Come on, you don't get a big dick and white privilege. You can't have both. Pros and cons, give and take.
Hey, I didn't realize the video ended. Sorry about that. Thanks, Brittany. So that is from my special burning sensation. And some good news today. We made it to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, which I know as YouTube goes is not a whole lot, but I've been trying to get to 1,000 for a long time. And so thank you for subscribing to YouTube. And I am going to be releasing something cool over there very soon to celebrate that. It's just about ready to go, and I just got to do all the scheduling and stuff on that. All right, so if you're watching this on YouTube, no, I'm gonna leave. No, we're good on YouTube. If you're watching this on Twitch, you get the first part of this one. Thanks, Angel. I appreciate that. If you're watching this on Twitch or YouTube, I would love for you to be able to see the full-length version of this live stream. And so in order to do that, you want to hit this QR code right there to join Team Philagelos. That is free to join. There are so many Philagelosians here tonight with us. It's all right. So here's what it is. Philagelos is the name of the very first joke book ever discovered. and it means lover of laughter in ancient Greek. So that's what it means. It also has my name in it, so awesome. And so if you would like to see the longer version of this live stream, click that. It's free to join. Plus, we do a whole bunch of other cool stuff, and you'll get more access to me and things like that. So it's a whole bunch of stuff. So go in there, just put your email address in, stuff like that. Then I can also let you know when I'm coming to your town for shows, all that kind of good stuff. Okay? All right. So that said, we are going to, I still have not figured out the stupid Facebook groups issue. Facebook has been a pain in the butt with the groups. They turned off third-party APIs, which means I can't. And so I should be able to go live directly into the Philagelos Facebook group. I cannot. It tells me I don't have permission to for some reason, and I don't know why that is. So I contacted Facebook tech support on a chat. Yeah, I was actually able to find that. It's really hard. And they said, we'll get back to you in 3 business days with an answer. And that was 2 weeks ago. So go figure. Meta. Meta. So I haven't figured it out yet. So tonight I'm leaving all the Facebook stuff running so that the community can actually get the longer version of this show. Okay, so tonight we're only signing off from Twitch right now, and then we'll get into our word salad portion, the goof around stuff, and then we will do the inner circle encore towards the end there. Okay, all right. So here's what we're gonna do. We are gonna say good night to Twitch and good night Twitch. All right, and then we click that button, or it doesn't work. Okay, we've got it. Okay, so here we are. We're into word salad for the community. If you're watching on YouTube, if you're watching on Facebook, we're still here. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. And so many messages coming in. What's going on here? my phone is going crazy. Where's the chat? Okay, we got that. Jackie said, what was in that water bottle? Oh, during the show clip, just water. You know me on stage. I'm a teetotaler, Jackie. Just water. I've always got. Here's the thing, though. I will tell you. You want to hear an insider secret about my water bottle on stage? It is just a water bottle. The water bottle sits next to my set list. So one of two things is happening when I'm going for the water bottle. I'm either checking which bit comes next, or it is a very subtle signal to the audience that they should be laughing at that point. And I will sometimes go for the water bottle if I didn't get the laugh and wait for them to catch up and get the joke and laugh, which is a fun thing. You want to hear another trick that I do? And an audience member noticed this a couple weeks ago at one of the New Orleans shows. And she said, I like how you wait. You say the joke, you get the laugh, and then you wait, and then you get another laugh. And that is a hard-won skill that I've come across. It's so hard to wait through a bit of silence and wait for the joke. But what I've found is that the audience will sometimes, on some of the jokes, they will repeat the punchline to themselves in their heads and laugh again. So I will wait for that. They'll laugh, I will wait, and they will laugh again. All right. But yeah, that's why I keep my set list next to the water bottle. So that's usually what's happening when I go when I go grab a drink of water. Also, I'm just thirsty because I'm working my tail off up there. All right, let's do this one. If there's a song that you want to hear, drop it in the chat. I will try and get it together for you here. But I'm going to do this one. This is one of my favorite songs. Give me a ticket for an aeroplane. Ain't got time to take a fast train. I don't think I sang that in the wrong. That's the wrong key. Give me, there it is. Give me a ticket for an aeroplane. Ain't got time to take a fast train. Lonely days are gone, I'm a coming home. My baby, she wrote me a letter. I don't care how much money I gotta spend. Gotta get back to my baby again. Lonely days are gone, I'm a coming home. My baby, she wrote me a letter. She wrote me a letter, said she couldn't live without me no more. Listen, mister, can't you see I gotta get back to my baby once more? Anyway, yeah, give me a ticket for an aeroplane. Ain't got time to take a fast train. Lonely Lonely days are gone, I'm a coming home. But baby, she wrote me a letter. I don't care how much money I gotta spend. Gotta get back to my baby again. Lonely days are gone, I'm a coming home. But baby, she wrote me a letter. My baby, she wrote me a letter. My baby, she wrote me a letter. I like that song. It's by the Box Tops. I don't know if you knew that. They didn't have a lot of hits, the Box Tops, but that was one of them. One of these days, I might record that one. It's always been one of my favorite songs since I was a kid. Let's do this one. Thanks, Sophie. Ooh, I wanna lay down in a field, stare up at the clouds, and then freak out when a bug lands on my arm because I'm laying in a dirt field like a damn savage. It's time to go back inside, lay down on my couch and look at pictures of clouds on my phone. All right. That one's called Stare Up at the Clouds. And I thought to play that one because last weekend, so here's what happened. It rained a lot while I was gone on my last trip out of town for a couple weeks. And I came back and my house, nature had taken over. My front lawn was nothing but weeds. My back lawn, which is also nothing but weeds, it was just really high. Ooh, leaving on a jet plane. Brent, I'll look. We might do that. We'll play around here with a little bit. So I came back and my grass in the back, literally like waist high. It was ridiculous. It's mostly weeds. It's mostly not grass. And just the entire front yard covered in weeds. Ridiculous. So my girlfriend and I, we spent most of Sunday out yanking weeds out of our lawn. She is on board with the concept of getting a gardener now, which I'm very excited about. And then I came back and I just mowed. I think mowing this back lawn could be considered destroying a habitat because so many things flew out of there. I'm pretty sure I have broken some sort of environmental rules by mowing my own lawn in the back. There's a little stereo for you, Angel. If you guys want to hear any of my songs, put that in the chat. I don't play a lot of other people's songs. I honestly don't. Oh yeah, for sure. Wayne's World. Yeah. It is a good song, Angel. No doubt. No doubt. I never remember how the middle part goes. Never remember how the middle part goes. But that intro, by the way, same chord progression as My Funny Valentine, the jazz standard. So if you play it, it's very similar to My Funny Valentine, which is why all those lawsuits never hold up. Dana's here. What's up? So Dana said when she saw Frampton, some idiot yelled, do Freebird. Yeah, there's always going to be that idiot, Dana. Except at metal shows, they don't yell Freebird, they yell Slayer. That's the metal show version of that. Yeah, Brent, you can have our rain. We're out of our drought here. We've made it out. It's supposed to rain again Saturday here, which is a bummer because the girlfriend and I are supposed to go to a powwow. But we're going to go anyway, because she does love herself an Indian taco. I forgot what I was talking about. So we were talking, so the yard work was just nuts when I got home. I'm hoping I have to do a little bit more this weekend, but then I'm going gardener shopping, because I'm so tired of it, and I want a gardener now. Copacabana. Oh, man, Sophie, I wish I could figure out an acoustic version of that. That is completely dependent on that big... It's no fun on an acoustic. Let's see. Her name is Lola. She was a dancer. Something like that. I don't know. I haven't worked up an acoustic version of that one yet. What was the one that Brent requested? Leaving on a jet plane. Man, I don't know, Brent. I don't even know if I could. I don't even know if I remember anything except for the chorus line. Let me see. We'll play around a little bit here. Hang on. Let me bring up my trusty Ultimate Guitar app. That's very slow opening. Leaving on a jet plane. There it is. John Denver. Let's see. Oh, it's only 3 chords. That's easy enough. I'm going to go right for the chorus, though, because I don't... And I'm leaving on a jet plane. I don't know when I'll be back again. That's all I know. That's all I know, Brent. I don't remember how the rest of the melodies go. All right, was that worth it? I don't know if that was worth it. That's all right. We're just having fun. Let's see. Okay. Yep, Brent said Under Pressure, Ice Ice Baby, similar. Ryan Hendricks here. What's up? And Don is here. Don Todd is here. Yeah. All right. So, let's see. Let's do another song here. I just feel like we're messing around here, but that's fun. I enjoy messing around with you guys. This is called Old Havana. And I wrote this because I would really love to visit Cuba. I love Cuban food. I love Cuban music. I would love to visit Cuba, and I haven't been yet. I have to figure out how to get a gig there. Jackie, tell Nikki I say hi to. I sat at the bar in Old Havana next to a man who had seen some years. I asked what wisdom he had to bestow, told him I lend him my ears. He said, hey, and you know, like, and then like, you know, like, so, like, you know what I'm saying? I said, yeah, right. And I moved down to bar stools. Okay. Brent said the jet plane was worth it. All right. John Denver. I don't know. I feel like John Denver always kind of got a bad rap musically. He's a good songwriter. And he was just so white bread. I think that was the turnoff. Man, you guys are throwing out all the covers. I can't learn songs that fast, you guys. I'm sorry. I'm terrible at it. I very rarely play other people's music, and so when I do, it kind of takes a little bit of focus to sit down and figure it out. But if there's any of my songs you want to hear, my Angel said my cat meowed unsatisfied. Well, that is what a cat does, Angel, for sure. Oh, you know, I just realized I think summer is coming because it just got very warm in this studio. And if you've seen the summer shows here before, you know I sweat bullets for the whole show. It's starting to get super warm in here. It also means we don't get the pretty lights. We get the skylight above us, but that's all right. We're going to Disneyland. I took an early plane at 7:45. I drove up to the gate of that gleaming Mickey's eye. Gave the parking guy my wallet, and he sucked those puppies dry. Guess I'll hit the ATM inside of the happiest place on earth, where any discount that they offer is just a little joke, and you have to get a bank loan for a churro and a Coke. Mickey's got a strong pimp hand at Disneyland. I strolled on through the gate of that wondrous magic place, and I was met by a mouse up in my face. And I know his name is Mickey, but his palms are a little sticky. Now my wallet's gone without a trace of the happiest place on earth. Well, the happiest place on earth, where all the birds are like they're talking and plastic flowers bloom, 'cause Goofy's selling roofies inside the tiki room. Mickey's got a strong pimp hand at Disneyland. All I wanted was a t-shirt. Why does my butt hurt? Minnie Mouse is a big flirt. Just put the money on the dresser, and if you can't pay your way in, be aware of Mickey's hitman. There's the chord. There's 7 of the little kin. Dopey, grumpy, bashful, sleepy, sneezy, doc, and trigger happy. I stepped onto a boat to hear the children sing. It's a small world is such a sweet refrain. Then I saw something that had me quite confused. A bunch of them were making tennis shoes of the happiest place on earth. Until the happiest place on earth. Where all the until you lose all of your money playing cards with Donald Duck, and for just a little honey, Winnie the Pooh will get you a good time. Mickey's got a strong grip hand at Disneyland. Mickey's got a strong grip hand at Disneyland. Don't end up in a shallow grave by a murderous little dwarf at Disneyland. Wow, yeah. That's it. That's a Disneyland song called Happiest Place on Earth. Let's see. Dave, yeah, I'll try and get to that one for you. Dana said Valley Fair opens next week in her area, and they got us for every pass. Right here in Santa Clara, we have Great America, which used to be Marriott's Great America, and now I think it's America's Great America. I don't know, it's changed names a bunch of times. But they're actually closing it in a couple of years, and that was our amusement park hangout when we were teenagers, and I feel like I want to go at least one time before they close and ride the Demon and the Grizzly and all those roller coasters I haven't ridden in years. So I'll have to do that. Brent, you're correct. Yep, Can't Touch This does sample Super Freak. That's for sure. Jackie said her husband Doug has an encounter with the Disney police. Oh, okay. I'll tell you. I'll have to ask Doug about that next time I see him. I have an encounter with the Disney police as well. I was, if you've been around a while, you know that I did a podcast a few years ago called Under the Crossbones. It was a podcast about pirates. We did it for 3 years. And at one point, I was going to Disney World to interview the pirate band that plays in the park. I was down there for some shows, and I contacted them. I said, hey, I want to interview you guys for the show. They were like, yeah, cool. And the guy said, we'll get you into the park as well. We'll do the interview in the park, and then you can just stay in the park for the rest of the day. And I was like, hell yeah, that sounds like a deal to me. So I go down there, and I was supposed to meet the guy at the front gate. And he was coming from one of his sets in the park. It was in the morning, and he wasn't there yet. And so I was like, wasn't quite sure where to meet him. The gates at Disney World are kind of long for the Magic Kingdom. They're like, it's a big esplanade. So I wasn't sure where to meet him. So I was kind of walking up and down, looking in the gates. And I'm walking up and down, looking in the gates. And I've got a backpack on, and I look like me. And I was by myself. And at one point, one of the Disney police officers came up to me, and he's like, doing okay, sir? You waiting for somebody? Because I looked very suspicious. I looked like I was going to plant a bomb in the park. Because it's just what I look like when I'm by myself and I have a backpack on. And I couldn't say, no, I'm waiting for one of the cast members to let me in for free. That wasn't going to fly. So I just got flustered. I was like, oh, I'm waiting for my sister. She's parking the car. I don't have a sister. And I'm sure I looked like I was just making that shit up off the top of my head. And the police officer looked very, very like, okay. And he was like, okay. And I'm sure he kept following me around. Probably saw me get in with the cast member for free. And I'm quite sure they kept their eye on me for the rest of the day. So that was awkward and embarrassing. But I did get into the park and interviewed the pirate band. They were great guys. And then I got to hang out in the park for the whole day for no money, which is great. I just dropped my pick. That's why I'm looking at the floor. Hang on. The picks that I use are translucent. They're see-through, so they're impossible to find when you drop them on the carpet. Nope, no idea where that one went. Hope I got more. Yeah, here we go. All right. Let's see. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, Sophie remembered the contest. Yeah, so if you listen to the studio version of Happiest Place on Earth, there are a whole bunch of Disney songs buried, little Easter egg versions of the Disney songs in there. So if you listen to it, listen for it. Most of them are in the horn section parts. Brent said, play unrealistic sex toys. That's a comedy bit, Brent. I don't know if I could put it to music. Dildos, dildos. Okay. There was one. Okay, so before we do that, I'm gonna play Geeks Don't Care. You're right, Angel. I do need one of those pick holders. I have pick holders in my guitar case. I keep them in my backpack. I have picks everywhere that I might need them. So I don't actually carry them in my pocket like I used to, but I have picks here on my desk here in the studio. I have picks on my desk in my office. I have picks in my guitar case. I have picks sitting on my piano. I have picks everywhere. And so when I drop one, there's always another one close at hand. So I'm going to play Geeks Don't Care because Dave requested that, so we can get into that. Before we do that, if you have not yet gotten your Welcome Swag Pack, that's the place to get it. Okay? And they're super fun. I love sending these out. I'm almost out of a few of the items, so it may be changing soon. And I'll tell you which item is definitely going to be changing. So you get a handwritten note from me on the postcard that's got the Burning Sensation cover art on it. Handwritten. Everybody gets a different note. Jackie can tell you about hers that she got. It was a novel. You also get a notepad that says all my bad ideas, because you have to have a place to put all your bad ideas so that you can get them out of your head and get to the good ideas. You also get the I Know Phil button so that you wear this to the gig and then I know who the cool people are. I love to see people wearing these to the shows. And then this is hard to see on camera every time, but you get this little guitar pick with my little cartoon character on it. And I'll tell you that story sometime about how I got that little cartoon character. Actually, you may have gotten an email. I send it out in an email sometimes. So we got that. And here's the thing. I only have a few of these buttons left. I only have like maybe 8, 9 of them left, I think, in my office there. And once those are gone, they will not be included in this Welcome Swag Pack. The reason being, they are a pain in the ass to ship. They really are, the way that they get shipped. So these are going to, maybe if they come back, they will be part of a larger package, and they won't be in the Welcome Swag Pack. So if you want to make sure to get one of these for free plus shipping, couple bucks for shipping. The thing is free. If you want to make sure to get this, go hit that QR code and check that out. I would love to send you that because almost out of them. All right, so there's that. Let's do a song, and coming back over here. Alexander's here. What's up, Alexander? No, Dave, that's cool. I like this one. Yeah, Angel. I've got a few of them sitting around. I used to carry them in my pocket and stuff. I prefer to be. I like this sort of disorganized. I just have picks everywhere now. I've never been at a loss. I'll tell you one time though. One time. I showed up at a gig. This was years ago. This was in the late 90s sometime. Mid 90s, late 90s. We were playing a place called Club Coquetry in San Francisco. That's how much this imprinted on my brain. I know the exact venue. We were playing Club Coquetry in San Francisco. It's right in North Beach area. Was not there anymore. And I did not have a pick when I showed up to the gig. Not a single pick. And I asked my roadie, Johnny. I said, Johnny, I don't have a pick. Do you have one? And he never let me forget it, ever. We're friends to this day. Johnny will still go, remember that time you didn't have a pick? I had to lend you a pick? Yeah. Ever since that day, I have never been without a pick close at hand. All right, so Dave wants to hear. Renee's here. What's up, Renee? Dave wants to hear Geeks Don't Care. Let's do it. Let's see. Pick's worn out. You don't have to be anorexic like a teenage pop star. It's totally cool if you got some scars. My mouth's worn out. If you want to be sure that you'll wed, play the Imperial March when he comes to bed. Is that it? Wait a minute. You don't have to be anorexic like a teenage pop star. It's totally cool if you got some scars. If you want to be sure that you'll wed, play the Imperial March that he comes to bed. He'll be the world's most faithful suitor when he sees the tattoo of Captain Kirk on your hooters. With a geek by your side, even if your butt is wide, you can roll look like Frankenstein, he will not decline. You're the answer to his prayers, 'cause geeks don't care. If you dress like slave girl, Princess Leia, there's a really good chance that he'll wanna lay ya on a king-size bed with Harry Potter sheets. Call him Lord Vader when he skeets. Always tell him that he's your guitar hero, you'll be his final fantasy. With a geek, you'll be glad, 'cause baldness ain't that bad. Sigourney Weaver looks totally rad, an alien with no hair. With a geek, you'll be on track, even with your hairy back. He'll supply you what you lack, a lifetime supply of Nair. I found it. 'Cause geeks don't care. He's a 5, you're a 5. Together you're a 10. Some hot geek love is set to begin. Yeah, with a geek you'll be hot. It's just a little jungle ride. Just flash him a little coin slot, he'll forget it's there. With a geek, life is good. If you're breathing, he'll get wood. Lepers are misunderstood, you're just a crusty teddy bear. 'Cause geeks don't care. There we go. Bow. All right. Geeks don't care. I only messed up a little bit of the middle part. All right, nice. Also, so if you've also not yet gotten your, where is it? Your Great Ideas bundle. Boom. The Great Ideas bundle. I should have stuff out here to show you on this one. But if you haven't gotten that yet, that is another little merch package that I put together for you. This is all my best stuff in one bundle. All of it. You get everything. You get my t-shirt that says, "Be yourself unless you're an idiot." You get the journal, the All My Bad Ideas journal, so lots more pages to put all your bad ideas on. And also, I usually write some secret messages in there for you, too. You get a flash drive. Do I have that flash drive out here? No, I don't. You get a fancy little flash drive. It's metal. It's got my name on it. It lights up when it plugs in. And you get all 4 of my comedy specials. You get a concert shot film, a pro shot concert film with my band Roadside Attraction. You get a whole bunch of music videos, bootleg shows of mine from around the country, all sorts of cool stuff in there. It's like 10 hours worth of stuff. And if you don't like any of it, fucking delete it. I don't care. You have a nice flash drive, and I have your money, and everybody's happy. So if you want that, hit that QR code right there. It is a wonderful, fantastic deal. I forget what it is like if you were to buy them all individually. It's something like, I don't know, $250 worth of stuff, and you're not going to pay nearly that for it. So go check that out. That is a fun package of stuff. And it literally is like my best ideas, my best work from the first part of my career. Why? Because it's always the first part of my career. There's always tomorrow. We're going to keep going. There's more to do, more laughs to be had, more songs to be sung. Sounds like something John Denver would say. Now I got John Denver on the brain. Thanks, Brent. Dana says she knows a woman whose bridal music was the Imperial March. Down, 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 dum, da, da, dum, da, da. That's fantastic. That's awesome. One of my students is just about to play a wedding. We're gearing up for him to he's playing Here Comes the Sun as one of the pieces. And then the other one is a James somebody, not James Taylor, it's a James somebody I've never heard of song. That's not as good. Let's see. Brent said, oh, Brent, I know which one you're talking about. I don't know if it's a dirty song necessarily. It's a dirty video, that's for sure. I don't remember how to play that one. Let me see if I can figure out the Dennis song. Give me a second. Nope. It's not coming to me, Brent. It's not coming to me. Brent, I don't remember exactly what the price is set at right now. I know it is not nearly what what all that stuff normally would cost you. So just click that QR and go check it out. I do have 3X shirts. I don't have 4X, but I do have 3X shirts for sure. Carrie Dalby. Yeah, she's great, Dana. I love her. All right. So here's what we're going to do. It's getting really hot in this studio right now. We're going to do one more song. And then we'll get into the Inner Circle hangout, the Inner Circle encore after this, because I still haven't had dinner and I'm hungry too. But first, I got to give a shout out to my Golden VIP members for the Philagelos Inner Circle. By the way, if you have not joined the Inner Circle yet, it's right there. Yeah, if you're not an Inner Circle member yet, I would love to have you. Right now, it is still one price, and you get it for a lifetime. It's a great deal, because in a few weeks, it's going to change into a monthly membership program. And if you're already in for your lifetime, you're in for the lifetime. I made sure that today, actually, I was asking about that, and we made sure that could happen. But it's going to change to a monthly membership Patreon-style thing. So if you want that, click. You'll get right now, you can still get the monthly for one price. So my gold members, awesome people. Teresa Good, Michael Walker, Jared Christensen, Thomas Edward, Lisa Holder, Chris Wesley, Sheila Baker, Renee Bergdorf, who's here. Hi, Renee. Vince Hamilton. And then in my VIP middle section, the silver section, Kendra Slater, Jonathan Pollock, Evil Dave, what's up? Dr. Di Chadwell, I think Di's watching. Hi, Di. Cynthia Leonard, Sophie Kellogg, what's up, Sophie? Chris Hausch, Lisa Sutherland, Don Todd, what's up, Don? All right. So there's 3 levels that you can get in at there. And so I hope you will join us over there. That is going to become quite an interesting nexus of activity over the next year or so. So I would love to see you in there. All right, let's do one more quick song, and then we're going to get into the encore, the Inner Circle encore. Okay? Cool. All right. How's that? Boop, doop, boop. Let's do this one. Anita's here. What's up? There's nothing like a lobby waffle on a chilly morning with strangers you'll never see again. And I understand that they can't help but notice that the negligee I'm wearing's pretty thin. Okay. I'll do it one more. I really need to get down and write some songs. I think the stand-up portion of the new show is just about getting there. I'm like 85%, I think, on the stand-up portion of the show. But I haven't written any new songs that I can use in the show. The songs that I've been releasing are stuff that's hard to pull off live. So I gotta figure out some songs to put in the next special. Or maybe it's gonna be weird. Maybe it's gonna be a stand-up special with no music in it. I don't know yet. I might be switching up my game here. The music will always be there, but I'm having trouble fitting it into the show. We'll figure it out. I'll do some writing. Let's do this one. I wrote this one a long time ago. I live here in Silicon Valley. A lot of rich teenagers. Recently, they recovered a runaway teen who's the daughter of the co-founder of Slack and the co-founder of Flickr. They had a kid who ran away because apparently she got they're loaded rich, and she ran away. Okay, whatever was making that happen. They said, we're so glad to have Mint back. Her name's Mint. All right, don't name your kid Mint. That's why she ran away. Idiots. But back in the day, we had a lot of goth kids around here, a lot of rich goth kids. Always look mopey. Oh, mopey goth kids with lots of money. So that's what this song is. And I was trying to think about who would not understand the whole goth thing at all. And I figured, the obvious answer is a Dixieland jazz guy. So that's what this is. Hey, little goth girl, why you look so... Hey, little goth girl, why you look so sad? Did your little brother rip up your lace? Silver spoon fall out your face? Hey, little goth girl, why you look so sad? Is death the only way out of this living hell?
Why, evil princess, do you live in the dark? Did your trust fund run out?
crash your beamer when you parked. Hey, little goth girl, what's the problem now? Did your boyfriend get as pale as me? Made ask you to wipe your feet. Hey, little goth girl, what's the problem now? You've got the money, get a therapist. You've got the money, get a therapist. You've got the money, why are you so pissed? I think I missed a whole verse and a chorus in there. Oh, well. Yeah, Dave, horns up, right? I know, Jackie was not a rich goth girl. Jackie was East Side goth girl. Yeah, I agree. Mint. What the fuck? Do not name your kid Mint. All right. Cool. All right. So we got the stuff. We did the thing. It's getting very hot in here, and so we're going to jump over into the Inner Circle encore. I'll play a couple more songs in there. So here's what that's going to look like. We're going to be turning off the Facebook pages, and we're going to be turning off the everything except for the Inner Circle group. So if you're in Inner Circle, I hope you're watching in there. That's the place to watch to get the full show. Okay, so I'll be leaving that stream on. Everybody else, I will say goodnight to you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you as always. And let's see, we turn that off, and we turn that off, and we turn that off. And I will see you Inner Circle, folks.